Section 7. At the entrance of this gallery stood an oval steel vessel, which upon my approach filled with crystal clear water, purified by fine white sand. The vessel rested on the 3 brass feet. A black panel had engraved on it several characters on the side facing the door. Near the vessel was a linen veil, and above the vessel 2 green marble columns supported a round marble plaque. One saw there, surrounded by 2 inscriptions, the figure of the sacred seal formed of a cross in 4 colors, attached to a golden crosspiece which upheld 2 other concentric circles, the larger one being black, the other red. To one of the columns was attached a silver axe with a blue handle. After reading the inscriptions, I went up to the vessel and washed, first my hands, but finished by plunging in bodily. I stayed there 3 days, and on coming out of the water I saw that it had lost its transparency. Its sand had become grayish, and rust-colored particles stirred in the fluid. I tried to dry myself with a linen veil, but fresh drops of water kept taking the place of those that the linen absorbed. I gave up trying to dry myself with the veil, and keeping in the shade, I remained there motionless for 6 whole days. At the end of this time, the source of the water was exhausted. I found that I was dry and lighter, though my strength seemed to be more increased. After walking about for a little while, I returned to the vessel. The water which had been in it was gone. In its place was a reddish liquid. The sand was gray and metallic. I again bathed in it, being careful, however, to remain there only a few moments. When stepping out of it, I noticed that I had absorbed a part of the liquid. This time it did not dry to myself with the cloth, for the liquor which I was saturated was so strong and corrosive that it would have instantly destroyed the fabric. I found myself at the other end of the gallery, stretched out on a bed of warm sand, where I spent 7 days. After this time I returned to the vessel. The water was as it had first appeared. Once more I plunged into it, and after having washed myself carefully came out. This time I had no difficulty in drying myself. Finally, after having purified myself according to the instructions I had received, I prepared to leave this gallery in which I had spent 16 days. End of section.